Good morning, guys, and welcome to iPunt Smart. Today is racing at Kenilworth, and Scottsville has been moved to tomorrow. Kenilworth, on the other hand, is soft, but there hasn't been any rain, so it can't be too soft. And a little bit of wind, 7 kilometers. It doesn't. The wind's not too much in the winter in any case, so it shouldn't be too much of a worry. In the first 55er is a decent greenie, I'd say. If I look at his bat figures of 7.16, the best bat, blue bat, being the exact course, exact distance bat, 7.16 in lengths. Second best is Shespesh with a 10.31 when there wasn't any market, 11 to 25, no support. But 55 I did get some support, and that was also in yielding going, so that's pretty decent going in yielding going. But yeah, Shespesh is the first choice for me here based on his Kenilworth good form run. If I compare the two, yielding goes Shespesh on the 1000 meter Durban Bull, 58.84 carrying 60, and 55er 59.86 for the extra 250 meters. So a bit more distance that he was carrying, and he's also carrying three kilos more. So I think a top two is probably safe on 55er. Biggest danger Shespesh and also Captain Mike. Others to consider maybe gonna be alright. And then the first timers, just watch for support. I don't know what the first timers. On that, we have a new little feature here, collateral form. If you open that up, you'll see Captain Mike and Shespesh did run against each other on the 12th of May, and that you can then compare quite nicely. Shespesh did beat Captain Mike, 1.75 behind the winner to 3 behind the winner. Odds of 2 to 2.5 versus 8 to 10. So on that, Shespesh should, if the improvement is the same, again beat Captain Mike. So that's our second and third choices on collateral. In the second race, here we have also got 21st of March collateral form and 19th of April collateral form. Louis Diamond, which is one of the nice ones. Also Squishy, Rose of Mine, and Dunnable. If you don't like collateral form, you can switch it off again, but it's just nice to have. And on that, while you're on the collateral form, and you also want to add the collateral form with your jockey and trainer detail. If you're on race 2 and you go to JTR detail, you can also then go to race 2 here, and you can then for that check out your collateral form on your runners based on these rankings. This is the ranking averages. In other words, it's ranked first on overall ranking, first on greenie points, second on exotic ranking, sixth on adjusted time, fifth on speed rating, second on median speed, third on exact distance median speed, third on form, first on statistical form, first on intent, first on super rule percentage, first on total with curve, T-curve, bomb roll 84 days fourth, 160 days 3, curve third, and so forth. Bat CD, which is the exact course, exact distance bat, ranked second behind Call Fate in this case. And then we've also incorporated the actual P-stats. So in this case, you'll see top rated to finish first has a probability on opening betting, 33% chance to win based on our previous probability stats. And I see there's a little bug there still because it's supposed to show the number of races, the same it does in the front. And we'll fix that for you. 20% on form, 22 on stat form, 22 on bomb roll 42, etc. So the same stats that you get here, you also get here, where you see it's been 23 races on top rated finishing first, and here's the same percentages that we were just talking to you about. So in this race, the first choice, Gracewood Pink, second Call It Fate, third Louis Diamond. Although Louis Diamond is an interest, it got the best bat 42 by quite a little bit, by 3.25 lengths, and it does follow up with the greenie 55er in the previous, so a bit of interest there for Louis Diamond as well. In the bipot, 2, 6 and 9, so in the order of 6, 2 and 9 in the bipot in this race, which is Gracewood Pink, Call It Fate, and Louis Diamond. Moving on to the third race, and here we have let's take that off for now. Legitimize, first choice with Freedom Park, then Son of Silk, then Full House, One Day or Day One, Bomra, Venivici and Pickersburg Alley. These yellow stars is simply these JTR detail ranking averages. Another thing on ranking averages, if you hover over it now, you'll see number 3 legitimized with the betting, opening betting at 4-1. So in the race 3, as far as the bipod's concerned, 2, 3, 4 with 9. So 3, 4, 2 and in brackets the 9. Next move on to the next race 4, and here the rankings has given Razzle Dazzle'em the first choice, was Zambak the second choice, Fly to Rio the third choice. You can see there's some hidden bat form here, so it has been much better previously. One of Greg Enion's 3 runners for the day, and also a red flame for Sandile Mbele, because his win place jockey is above 50%, 11 to win, and an extra 44 to place with Mr. Enion. So Fly to Rio, maybe not completely out of the question here, based on his older form when he was back over the 1200 Kenilworth. He did a 0.78 bat year previously. And then he did worse on the 1800, so maybe the 1800 doesn't suit him that much. And on top of that, it's 1400, and on top of that, the 1400 is now also yielding going, so that makes it even a little bit more worrisome. But yeah, the rankings suggest quite an open race here: 1, 2, 5, 6, 10, and 8. So 2, 10, 5, 6, 1, 8. In that order by the yellow stars. So 2, 10, 5, 6, 1 and brackets 8. That is what the algorithms automatically has picked in this race for the bipod. Moving on to the 5th race, and here we don't have any P-stats that has any top rated finishing first over the 2 P-stats here, so bit of a worry for that, because it could be a bit of an interesting open. Smaller the field, the bigger the problems. So best bat is Savannah Buddy, and Savannah Buddy takes a 4 kilos off with Mr. Peterson on the back, but doesn't have a flame with Justin Snaith, so that's a little bit worrying. And then Warrior Bling, my second choice, coming back from a rest for Andre Nell. Andre Nell has been running well. And then Let's Boogie Baby with Meliora, Coupe de Main and Big Thinker, the next best. So I'm going to go 3, 1, 4, 2 in brackets, also the 6. And it looks a lot, but yeah, you could take less. I just think it's a bit worrisome that we don't have much collateral form or stats. Yeah, if you look at collateral form, let's have a look. We do actually have quite a bit of collateral form. The very last one, Savannah Buddy beat Meliora. Now Savannah Buddy has 53.5 kilos and had 53.5 the last time as well. Meliora 58 versus 58 his last time as well. So on the same length. So based on that, Savannah Buddy should again beat Meliora. And then Big Thinker Coupe the Main. So yeah, Savannah Buddy probably a decent first choice, but not a lot of P-stats to support it. Moving on to the 6th race, and here Universe Boss is the first choice, and does have a little bit to spare on collateral form as well versus the rest of the field here. He is first on all of the collateral field races, so he's a worthy first choice. I'll switch collateral off. 1, 2, 6 and 5, so 1, 2, 6 and 5 is the first 4 choices here for us. Moving on to the 7th race, and yeah, haven't really been a standout for me today, and that only comes in the very last race. So race 7, Universe Boss, there obviously the first choice. So I'll look at Heaven's Embrace as well as Fame Boss with Vaughan Marshall very well in the first 3 races, and then in between Rosali Runs, Miss Smarty Pants, Follow the Star, Elusive Fortune, Springs in the Air, Musical Glitch, all of the rest, all of the above. In the PA, you'll see the first 5 is being chosen. and in the pick six the whole field is being chosen. It is the last leg of the jackpot as well. So 2, 7, 8, 6 and 5 in the PA. 2, 7, 8, 6, 5. You can take less if you want to take less, but we found that we actually win it every time, and sometimes we win it by a hell of a lot. Like 2 days ago, 700,000 for 6,000 was pretty decent. And then we get to the last, which is my best bet for the day. Today at a nice price. It was 6 to 1 earlier. It's now about 9 to 2. Helen's Blush. If I look at the collateral form at the bottom here with Helen's Blush, the very last 3rd of May, Helen's Blush, only runner for Mike Stewart. It wasn't Mokotwa that was riding at the time, but that doesn't bother me because the win place jockey on Mokotwa is 100% wins for Mike Stewart, which is great. And then it beat Regina Isabella. Yeah, Divas Express, you can see on the bat, is the closest, 5.8. But a lot of them in the field was running in that same race. Yes, he did lose Grant van Niekerk, but he gets Mokotwa that's got a 100% win record. So, so I'm not too worried about losing Mokotwa, because you can see the intentions are still there, and the intentions are also confirmed with being the best on intent, stat form, and on form itself. So the first choice here is Helen's Blush, and that will be my best for the day. I'll back it up with double reward, so 3 and 2, and then 6, 8 is the next best, Kun Ming and Love Note. So that would mean the PA would be 3, 2, 6, 8. And if you want to take a chance, just banker Helen's Blush. It's at a really nice price, so I'll have each way number on it. It's a pretty decent price at the moment, 70 cents or 70% return for a place. It's pretty good. So yeah, that'll be the best bet for today. Remember, Scottsville's been moved, so there's 4 good bets for tomorrow for Scottsville, but we will keep them for tomorrow since unfortunately there's no racing today from Scottsville. But we do have Scottsville as well as Turffontein tomorrow. Okay guys, that's it. Hope it helps. So yeah, I see Vaughan Marshall looking good in the first race here, and for some others, Louis Diamond's another Vaughan Marshall. Then we have another Vaughan Marshall, Freedom Park, and we have another Vaughan Marshall here at the end as well. So he looks pretty good. Mike Stewart with his only run right at the back on Helen's Blush, and then potentially a Crawford double on Heaven's Embrace and Universe Boss. But Fly Over is there for Vaughan Marshall as well. Fynbos has the best bat figures at that price. It's also quite decent, so Heaven's Embrace doesn't stand out as much on the bat figures as Fynbos does. And then Elusive Fortune is the actual favorite. So yeah, hope that you have a great day, and these are the exotics here. I'll put them here after I've just had a quick look on all the squads and scratchings and changes, and that'll be me for today. Until we speak again, have a great day.